welcome to my channel. This is the wrap up for the Contemporary-A-Thon that Julie from over at Pages and Pens and Chelsea Darling Reads went ahead and started. So I'm glad that I was able to actually step out of my comfort zone with some of these books, or books that I know that I would have never reached for in a million years. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the books that I read. I did read all 4 of the books that I said that I would, and the first one that I want to talk about is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. The title says it all. However, you are not prepared at all for the ending. You're just not prepared. I cried, I laughed. This is just so sad and so good. And this covered the challenges of the LGBTQA plus contemporary. Let's see, the Not Set in the Summer contemporary. And yeah, those are the 2 that it went ahead and covered. I highly recommend this. In fact, I want to read more of Adam Silvera's. So if you have any recommendations on what I should read next by him, leave it in the comments below. This book is so good. The next one is called Like Water by Rebecca Podos, and this goes ahead and this covers the buddy read, and it also covers most recently purchased and acquired. I acquired this from the library, so this also would fit, and of course I hit myself in the face. This would also cover the LGBTQA contemporary. This is about a girl who goes ahead and starts a relationship with another girl, and it's her first time, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars only because in the end I felt like the author was just a little bit desperate. If you guys have read this, maybe you'll understand what I mean. I just thought that maybe she was just kind of pushing it a little bit just to be different, and I just didn't really feel like it fit into the story, but it was still good and I still recommend it. And the next book that I read was Darkly Dreaming Dexter. It is the first book in the Dexter series of books. If you guys have watched the TV show, I found that this to be just darker than the show. It showed more of the darker points of his character, and it also showed how much he really cared for his sister and how much he loves her, which was not really necessarily shown on the show. But yeah, this was basically about a guy who is a blood analyst, and he's also a serial killer who kills the bad guys, but still a serial killer. And this goes ahead and this covers the Dark Taboo challenge. The last book that I read is Safe Haven by Nicholas Sparks, and this covers contemporary over 5 years old and the adult contemporary. And I did not realize that I watched the movie until I started to really get into the book, and I know that it's a contemporary, but the ending of it is kind of not. But everything but that, it was contemporary. So I don't know if I would still call this contemporary, but there was sort of like a fantastic element to it. This was so much darker than the movie, let me tell you. This is about a girl who goes ahead and leaves her husband because he abuses her. Very, very violently abuses her, and he is an alcoholic, and she finds a way to leave, and she ends up in a small town, and it's so good. And of course, you know, I cried, as I do in all Nicholas Sparks books, but I cried unexpectedly over certain parts that were different, and I really felt like it was more descriptive, as most books are, than the movie. So if you've seen the movie, don't not read the book. You should definitely read the book. I really enjoyed it, and I haven't read Nicholas Sparks in a really long time because I just felt like all of his books were the same, and I'm glad that I chose this one to read. So I'm quite happy with that. So I want to thank Julie and Chelsea for coming up with such a wonderful readathon. I cannot wait until you guys maybe start up another one or start this at another time. I absolutely can't wait. So yeah, be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.